Take your spotlight. If I wrote you a symphony, just to say
I'm Dae.
I'm New.
And
welcome to our channel.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. Okay,
What are we gonna do today?
we are gonna be making a video on how we met. This is my girlfriend, by the way. If y'all didn't get that yet.
This is my girlfriend. It's not my sister
Yeah, or cousin.
or cousin
Or best friend.
She's still
or
my
something
best
like
friend.
Yo, look how
And
much
this is our little
swag
badass.
we just got.
Come on, babe.
Literally.
All right. So, this is our how we met videos to kick off our channel.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
Let's get into it. Oh, we're
Let's
both flight attendants.
Yeah.
For the same company, for the same airline, and we were in the same training class. So that's just like the general like background of how we met, but like how we became
one.
That's a whole different
Inseparable.
story.
So once upon a time,
Oh
not
my
long ago,
God.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I'll kick your ass.
No, okay, so it all started on June, what was it? June, what?
Hey, what is
It was
that?
like 22nd. It was like 22nd and 23rd.
When
One
we
of them
went?
dates when we
Yeah.
went. And what? Technically, started before then because that peep game. So like every flight attendant class, they have like a group message, group page on social media, Facebook, whatever. So I was just bored. I'm like, I'm a very outgoing person. I'm gonna just go ahead. Me and this other girl was like, we'll just make the page together. So we made a page for our class or whatever. And so we was adding people, and
Class 2207.
yeah, shout out. So as we were adding people, seeing who's gonna be in the class, so I came across her Facebook page.
What?
She requested to be in. I was like, okay, it's another girl. I was like, oh, she lives in North Carolina. I was back in North Carolina for a time frame. Looked at her pictures. I was like, okay. Then I looked at her friends list because it was like we had, I think it was like one or two.
Mutual friends?
Yeah. Oh no, on Facebook we had one mutual friend. So I was like, okay, she knows somebody I know. Just gonna be, friendly. And I just let it go like that. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to somebody at this time anyway. And don't let her just shake her head because she was talking to somebody too. But we'll get to that part. Fast forward, we get to the day, everybody is arriving to go to training. So being that she was from North Carolina and I was coming from North Carolina, we were at the airport together, and I was having a time of my life the night before. One of my best friends had got engaged. It was a surprise engagement, so we were just too lit. So I was still, getting myself together. Put everybody, that was there, you could tell they were going for training. So I was like, okay. On the phone with my mom, trying to get myself together. And in my head, I'm like, oh, she look like she cool. She's pretty. Just sizing everybody up. Checking everybody's energy without showing that. After we landed, basically, we all gathered up together. It was like 5 of us.
That came from
North Carolina. And so we was like, let's go get our bags, try to get some food before we go on the show to take us to the destination for training. Well, it took forever for our bags to come. So we went to Subway. And, like an hour or two later, our bags came.
About like an hour later.
About like an hour later, our bags came. They get their bags. I go to grab mine and burst all open. Like everything's
The bag was broke.
everywhere.
Okay.
My bag was
The bag was broke.
And as I told
And
you
this girl
earlier,
here trying to
I
put
was
the
still
bag back
trying to get
together.
myself together.
Yeah.
I'm trying to grab my clothes. My underwear, they was new.
Girl, you sitting there looking at that bag,
I
got
was
your
looking.
clothes in it, and trying to push it. The bag is broke. There's no fix it. There was no coming back. There was no coming back, y'all. So I came up to her and I'm like, I said, girl, you better go tell me they broke your bag. Like, you better go tell me you need a new bag or something. You sit here just looking at the bag, hoping that it's gonna magically fix itself. You better go tell them fix your stuff. Like, it's this day one. You need your bags.
So, end up getting a new bag. And then we went to the show. Didn't talk to her no more. She went with her little friend she knew that was in training. I went with my friend. Well, I don't even know who was a friend.
Just the people that we kind of met before we got there that we was all, you know how like you kind of.
Yeah. People I knew that was in the training class.
Socializing with pretty much, yeah.
So that was that day.
Yeah.
Then it was what? First day.
So the next day was the first.
The next day, which was first day of class, we found out we were in the same class together.
Yeah, because there was like an A class and a B class.
Yeah.
And we were both in A class, which was actually the smaller, more intimate class. Like that sounded better too.
So the first day, I sat in the back because for one, I ain't gonna lie, I was almost late, and she sat in the front row.
Because that was the only seat left because me, I was sitting in B class for the longest time thinking that was my class. I thought everybody was going in there. I didn't know that there was a split up. So it took me a minute to realize. So once I did come over to A class, I had to find like one of the only seats that was open and that was directly in the front row.
So technically she really took the seat that I wanted to take because one of the girls that I knew prior to training was sitting in that front row. Remember that, okay? Remember that, because she's going to try to switch it up in a minute. So we basically I sat in the back class, whatever. Then we had a break. Mind you, I was minding my business.
Yo, Simba.
In the break room. And, like, it was next door to our classroom. We was on, like, a lunch break or something. And mind you, I told you I was talking to somebody when I went to training. So I'm talking to the girls that I had knew, you know, before coming to training, you know, within training period, whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, dang, she ain't hit me up all day. Like, what's going on with her? Miss Listen in the ear over here, Miss Ear Hustler is walking by and she's like, wait, you're gay?
I heard her talking about a she and a girl. I heard her mention having like a girl she was talking to. So me, you know what I'm saying? Like the community gotta stick together. So I just thought it was cool. I'm like, okay. I like girls, she like girls. Like, we got something in common. That was it. That was literally it.
Right. So she said that. I'm like, oh, okay, hey, we're a family now. We're like this. We're besties in a sense. Literally, we were just friends.
You was like, I'm gonna talk to you later.
And that's what I said. I said, oh, okay, we gonna talk about your situation later.
Moving forward, like the next few days in class, because that was the top of the week on the Monday.
Oh yeah, that was a Monday.
So like by the end of the week, that Friday, everybody had like changed seats and know like where they was gonna be sitting at for the rest of training, which I always was in the front row. Y'all heard her say she was in the back row at the beginning, right? I always sat in the front row. Somehow Miss A always sat in the front row, and I'm sitting directly beside me.
No, that was the second time. The first time I was in that left corner, but Esther came late or came early.
She
that
ended up
day,
coming up because
and she took my corner seat. And that's how I ended up sitting next to you. Because remember, Kiara took Esther's original seat on the outside.
We was all in the front row, though.
But,
on the same row.
So we ended up
on the same side.
On the left side in the front row together.
So we got cool just based off that. Well, we came in together. Then we clearly found something that we connected with. Like, so yeah, we became cool. It was clear, like, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck with her, like.
Yep.
We're gonna be cool through training. That was that. So the weekend came, right? The very first weekend of training.
Yes, the weekend came. And she, first of all, let me tell you how she did me all through training. Like, even on the friendship level, like, it'll be lunchtime and stuff. And I'm like, oh, Dae, you gonna come sit and eat lunch? I think I'm gonna go to my room.
That was my social break.
This girl at her social meter.
Yeah, it
runs real slow.
Yeah, so like I'd be needing a recharge. So the moment lunch comes, zoom, straight to my room.
Out of there.
And me and my first roommate, because I had 2 roommates through training, so me and my first roommate, we were on 2 different classes. So we went to lunch at different times. So I knew like, okay, at that moment, like I got the room out to myself. So I went and I took my time to myself, you know.
And that was another thing.
That's just what it was.
Your first roommate and my roommate were
friends.
They were
friends.
friends.
They were already friends, yeah. So
get on my nerves. So yeah, that happened. She was always going back to her room. So finally, like the weekend came and everybody, you know, we just hyped. Like we passed the first week. Everybody knows, well, if you don't know, flight attendant training is very hectic. It's a lot of information thrown at you at one time. It's very intense. So we were like, okay.
Information overload.
We did good. We passed the first week. 2.5 more weeks left to go.
Yeah.
So we was like, let's go out.
See what little shy
see what
is about.
Yeah, see what was it? Wyoming.
Yeah.
So we went to this bar. It was me, Bae.
Well, we went to a Mexican restaurant first,
oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's a group of about what?
It was like 30 of us.
No.
It had to be like 20 of us because we had
15.
It was 20 originally. They left us the first few left.
At our table.
Oh yeah, at our table it was like 15.
We had about 15 of us, but a lot of us from our class was at the same restaurant, so we were all like just scattered in the same section.
Yeah.
And out of all those people, guess who came and sat beside me?
It was the only seat open.
No, it was not. Don't tell that lie. Do not tell that lie. Me and Morgan went and sat at the end. We was really like the first 2 to sit down, and you came right there beside me. Everybody else just fell in line. She came and sat beside me. Don't let her sit up here and lie. It's okay.
Not too much.
She wanted to sit beside me. It's okay.
Not too much.
It's okay.
Anyways.
It's okay.
I just sat down.
That's what I do too.
Yeah. So, we all went out to eat, whatever. You know, we all decided, like, hey, a few of us, now I'm not going to say the whole table, but a few of us, we was like, well, let's go out and celebrate. We heard, you know, from previous classes, they go to such and such, let's go there.
Or whatever, yeah.
So we went out. It was me, you.
Matter of fact, some people went out Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. Cause
and they already
had
got
put
a
us,
spot and said, like, they got this shots for the low, whatever.
Yeah.
So we went to that same spot. So we was already put onto a spot. So yeah, we went there that Friday night. That was Friday night. Friday?
Yeah, it was Friday, because Saturday we went to... You didn't go that Saturday.
No.
Did you?
Oh, we're talking about Saturday. There was no Friday night.
No.
People went out that Friday night.
Yeah,
so this is Saturday when we went out to eat and went out somewhere. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You know, yes, it was Saturday, because Sunday we cooked Sunday dinner.
Because Sunday is when we had our days off.
Yeah.
The complete day. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that was Saturday night. We went out. You know, we had fun.
Yeah, we got lit.
Go.
We was taking shots.
Yeah, so we had fun.
We got lit.
I might have a video.
Yeah, we might insert a video. We'll see.
So I'm the type. I'm really friendly. I love a good vibe.
Flirty.
Don't do that. I love a good vibe. I love a good time. And, you know, she's the same. If you don't, we're both Scorpios. We're 5 days apart. So the energy is just matched.
Yeah.
Oh, and our friend Scorpio too. She was with us.
Yeah, we were deep.
So Scorpios was real deep.
But
yeah, so like the music was playing. We had the DJ playing some songs. Just got lit. You know, we was taking shots and shots and shots and shots.
I was lit that night.
She was so lit.
All right, not too much.
Maybe you were. She sat down in front of the big industrial fan.
I get hot.
And took a break.
I get so hot. I'm hot in general. I'm just hot natured. Mm-hmm. So like, especially when I'm drinking, and then that place was just hot anyway. It was like a little basement, it was like I won't say underground. It was kind of like a hole in the wall. Yeah, it was like a hole in the wall. You had to hot down there. Like the only air that was coming through was this big ass fan that they had in there. So like, yeah, I went and sat right in front of that fan. I need some air, baby.
Yeah. Here we go. But club, I kept playing. I was joking.
She kept calling
and I was like,
girlfriend.
"You're my girlfriend. You're my work girlfriend. Mm-hmm. You're my training girlfriend." Mm-hmm. And her goofy stuff, she just cheesing the whole time. She's not responding. She's not saying nothing.
From then, yeah, she started calling me her girlfriend that night. Yeah. She liked the kid. And let her tell it. It was these leggings I wore.
Baby,
these stack
gray stack leggings she wore today. I would post a picture, but y'all need to see. Yeah, but yeah, that night it was fun.
Yeah, we had fun that night.
She got lit, and then
is that the night you brought me back to my room? Mm-hmm. That was that night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got lit that first weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
we got back. I was like, I'll walk her back to the room because I ain't gonna lie. Me and my homeboy, we was kind of like, well, I wasn't competing because you can't compete where you can't compare. I told him that flat out. But he had his eyes on Dae too. And our other friend, Mike, he had wanted Dae. And I'm just sitting there like, you know, oh shit, let me get in on this bit. Just being, I'm very competitive. Like, not even on no cockiness. I was just ready to compete. Like, okay, well shoot, I'm in on it. I bet you I can get her. So he was like, well, I'm gonna walk her back to her room. I was like, nah, I got it. I walked her back to the room. And that was that night.
That was it pretty much. I crashed. I went my room.
She crashed.
Out of it. They did not even see me the next day. Like that Sunday when we was off, I did not step. I don't think I stepped one foot out the room because I already had like some food and stuff in there. Like I was in the room the entire day trying to recover. Yeah. And then the rest of the day, once I did get my life together, I was like, okay, now I gotta study because we had an exam the next day. So that was that week. I didn't see nobody again until Monday. Yeah. She texted me though.
And she lived in
like, are you okay?
She lived in the same like.
It was like five buildings. Yeah. And we were both in building 5.
She was upstairs and I was downstairs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Real close.
So, where do we go from here?
After that, it was just like we were cool.
Honestly,
we really became just friends, like for real. For everybody swore up and down. We was bumping coochies.
And we really wasn't doing that. But we was not on that type of time then yet.
Yeah. When I say the girlfriend thing, yeah, looking back now, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of, manifested. Yeah, but I was kind of really joking. But it actually really happened. But yeah, we was friends, and then we was sitting together in class.
Yeah, we always stayed in the same seat, so we always sat beside each other in class. Like we always once we out of class for the day, we get together, go get drinks, or we start staying together. It started forming our little group of friends. And we were both in the same group of friends, so we would all hang out, and it was all cool until what point? When did things when did it change? When did it go from just being
honestly,
cool until
it was a lot of flirting, going into that second week, literally a week and a half, everything. Honestly, I'll say this. After I got sick.
She got sick.
That's what happened. I got sick.
The second week, yeah.
Literally the beginning of the second week. And I was so down and bad. And she was like, you want any cough drops? She was just taking care of me. I was like, oh, she likes me. In my head, I'm just like, oh, she's nice or whatever. Yeah. But then afterwards, it was just oh, no, she's still sitting by me, all sicky. Stuck beside me. No man. Stuck beside me.
No man.
No man.
I didn't have COVID though. Look. I didn't have COVID. Turn your head that way. Not too much over here.
But no, I didn't even have COVID.
At what point was it week 2 weekend where we everybody went out? Yeah, our entire class.
No. Everybody didn't go out that weekend.
That wasn't that weekend? Because I felt like that last weekend, Cheyenne, we was no, we're not going out. We're going to chill till we
get. But that was the end.
I think week 2 weekend is when everybody
Week 2 was when everybody went out. We went to Cadillac. But we went to Cadillac twice that week because remember, ladies drink free.
Yeah, we went
till midnight on
Thursday.
And that was lit.
Yeah.
We was lit that night.
And at that point, me and her were hanging out. Like, when she come out the room, she asked me, like, oh, you want to come down here, or you want to go eat, or you want to go do whatever. So we went down to the little lounge area where we were going to get drinks. Yeah, she put me on lemon drop. I had my first lemon drop in training. Whatever. And one of our other friends, because we both had said we're not going out. We had made up our mind about that. But one of our other friends was like, we should go.
Varsity.
Yeah. And so we go back to the room to change clothes to get ready to go out. I meet them downstairs at the Uber. And Varsity's missing. We like, how you tell us we should go out and you're not even going out no more? So we end up going out together. Yeah, we ended up going out together, and then our other friend ended up coming later too because we told her we weren't going. We didn't plan on going out. It was all last minute. But what? So what was that night? What happened that night?
That night was the night we went to the diner. Because remember, you never went to the diner with us.
That was the night we went to the diner. I thought that was the night everybody went out.
We went to the diner, but you didn't.
That was that night where it was literally just a few of us there. We said,
right, but I'm saying I went to the diner with Kim and them. Remember Kim? We went with what's her name, cousin? Yeah. Okay. But that was about it. That's when she was texting me like, "Where you at? Why did you leave me?"
Because that was supposed to be like my dog in training. Like, you making moves without me? We don't do that. Like. It was more so for real. She went following behind
Morgan. It was separate cars. Morgan told her to get in a car with her and like a few other people that was in our class. And
she wanted me to ride back with them. So
me and Cameron and a few others, we rode back in one of our friend's cousin's car. We stopped at a diner and stuff where she was texting me, and she was like, when are you coming back? And I'm like, God, she's feeling the kid for real.
But it wasn't even there yet.
But no,
that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point, like, did it like
the day we got out of class early and we ordered Chick-fil-A and we went to sleep.
Yeah, she's like, I'm coming to your room. You kept trying to get out. Well, even before then, she had been trying to get to my room. Like on some real friendly shit though.
I'm a
like
cuddler. I love
it was like So but I think she had other intentions when she asked.
Not then. Not then.
She wanted to come eat Chick-fil-A and lay with me, take a nap.
I did. I wanted to take a nap. And watch a movie.
And she always mentioned on how she likes to cuddle.
I do.
So yeah,
all my friends will tell you I like to cuddle.
But that was that. So I think it was, what was it, that weekend then?
Yeah.
Where we all
that
went
was
out.
leading into like the last full week.
Yeah.
The third week.
We all went out.
That's when it was like when everybody went out.
A time was had.
That's when it turned up for everybody. Like, I think the bonds everybody had grew so close, and with us it was just like, okay. By the end of the first week, I had stopped talking to whoever I was talking to, or whatever. So they was out the picture, and I just honestly, I say this, but I wasn't saying it as offense to her. I was really just having fun, enjoying like life. Like, I had went through so much.
Yeah, I think we all was.
Or whatever.
It was
before coming
around new people, new experience. Everything was new, so we were all just like enjoying the journey, pretty much.
Just living in the moment, basically.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say.
It's on the third week.
Oh, that night we all went out though. You want to tell them how you got jealous?
I got jealous?
You got a little jealous. Cause one of the girls in our class, she was super drunk and she came up and she kissed me.
Oh, I was mad.
And I told her, I was like, such and such just kissed me. Like, we're all big time drunk. Like,
I'm big.
And
I was big mad.
I was like, it was this man random, and she was like,
I was big mad because I'm like,
you haven't even gave me a kiss yet.
How you up? No, this is my thing. How you up here cuddling with me, taking care of me when I'm sick?
As a friend, though, right? So why are you mad?
As you was her friend.
We were her friend,
right?
I didn't ask for a kiss. She literally, she was so lit. But that's the thing, though. I don't even want to say that because,
yeah, I'm about to say that. Yeah.
We up in Cadillac Ranch, and we doing our 1-2. We lit. We're dancing, and she grabs my face and literally does. It was like a little peck. It wasn't no.
Regardless, I wasn't going out without
She
a
just
fight.
pecked, and I immediately told her because
she came up and ran up and told me. It was like.
I was like, no, it wasn't even like. It was just like, kiss me. Because I was like, what? It was so random. I was just like, okay, like.
Mind you, I'm lit, so I feel some type of way, like.
And she looking at me like,
what?
Like, you ain't even kiss me?
You didn't even kiss me.
So I had to kiss her.
And she kissed me. And that felt good. And it was so funny because that night, while we was all getting ready and like pre-gaming or whatever, my friends were on FaceTime. My friends Capri, Trey, Jayla, and Brige, and they all on the group FaceTime talking, Nunu messing with that girl. Nunu done fuck that girl. Nunu done did this. And I'm like,
we haven't even.
No, I didn't. I'm like, I'm just having fun, y'all. I'm just having fun.
From that night moving forward.
Yeah, that night moving forward, I feel like we were already inseparable.
Yeah.
As is. Yeah. You seen her, you seen me.
Yeah. She did my makeup when we put on our uniforms
for
the first time or whatever. So yeah, pretty much from then, like, just saying, like we were like cuddle buddies. But it's crazy because we were still like cool though.
Yeah.
Like we were still really cool with each other. Like it was still giving like friends. Yeah. So like it really was.
Honestly,
after training, like when it really like intensified.
No, I'm gonna say graduation.
Graduation?
Yeah.
Why do you say graduation?
Because that's when we went back to Denver.
Yeah, because we went back to Denver.
We were so sneaky and plotting.
Changed. Like they changed. We were spending one night in Denver, so we were with our original roommates like the whole time in training. Then we went to Denver for graduation.
And they switched.
We was there for one night and they switched up everything.
And we
so
were so mad.
They was like, if you want to switch around with people, you can. And my new roommate was from Denver, so she was going home anyway. So
let me tell you, as soon as I found out who her roommate was, I said, "Oh, she going home. I don't even gotta ask her. I already know she live here. She ain't about to stay in the hotel."
She stayed with me.
Swap that key real quick.
Yeah. And that was that.
Yep. And then our flight didn't leave till the next day. So
yeah, so we were there a little longer than other people.
Yeah, our other friends, they left like around midnight.
We stayed 2 nights in Denver.
We did?
Because that first night, everybody
night.
Stayed the first night. The graduation was the next day, and then we stayed the graduation. So a lot of people graduated that day and ended up leaving that night.
Or literally right after.
We didn't leave till the next day. So of course, like we're with each other too again because most of our friend group had left already. So it was just like us left.
And we flew back to North Carolina.
And we were flying back to the same airport together, just like we came in. Yeah. So, and then that's.
But now I'm gonna put a video in because after graduation we all went out as a class to celebrate.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because I wouldn't say we were hiding, our feelings and how we were with people, but we were just cautious because technically, just because we graduated. We technically still didn't have the job yet.
Yeah.
But we was in the elevator and we was recording and she was like,
"You gonna look at this when you miss me?" That's too bad. What the fuck though?
I looked at that video for a whole day and a half. Yeah. No, maybe 4 days. The rest was Atlanta, Denver, Chicago, Philly, and Vegas. Yep. Yeah.
So skip to what? We go back home. We was with each other literally to the last second.
Literally.
Our parents pulling up to pick us up.
My mama picked me up
first, and then my mom came about 5 minutes after.
She was texting me the whole time. My mom wasn't there.
But it was weird though because it was kind of like okay, like are we gonna keep like talking every day, or is it just gonna be like here and there, just like on a friend? Because we were we were still just friends though, for real. Like we didn't know like what was in store for us moving forward. So, cause I'm like, I'm going to Orlando. She's gonna be in Atlanta. You know, like I always knew, like no matter what, we was gonna still be cool. But you know, I didn't know like
She was nervous.
what we was doing.
She was nervous.
So
she said she didn't know how it was gonna be when I came back to Atlanta.
You probably didn't know how you was gonna be when you came back to Atlanta.
I didn't. But when I got back to Atlanta and I realized the messages were still flowing and stuff.
No, because it was before you came back to Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying.
You FaceTime me,
I was still
and it's like we never got off FaceTime from there.
No, she would got to.
We never got off FaceTime from there. We literally talked like we was always on the phone, always. From that first FaceTime call after training, once we went back home, we stayed on the phone. We'd go to sleep on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we won't be on the phone later 24/7, but like when we was on the phone, we was on the phone for hours and hours and hours, and we was going to sleep on the phone pretty much every night. So,
cause I got used to sleeping with her.
Yeah.
Literally, like, even on a friendly level, like, nah.
And we was too prideful to say I miss you yet.
Oh yeah.
You want to say you miss me?
I didn't, because I didn't know how she felt. I wasn't going to be a sucker like, girl, I miss you.
Yeah. So.
There was a lot of play.
Yeah.
With that.
So, I mean, if we like getting into it, we can keep going into like my time in Orlando and then how I end up being Atlanta based. But this is pretty much a how we met video. Yeah. So I don't know if it's worth. No, like how we ended up together.
Y'all
could be
can
a
comment
whole
and tell us
new
you want
video.
Us to continue.
If you want to hear the rest of the story on how we
Orlando was here,
literally living together with a kid in our own place, then we can tell that story too. Because I feel like that's the whole story within itself too. But that's how we met our training story. Yeah. I feel like you covered everything because I think we said we was gonna both tell our sides, so I don't feel like it's worth repeating a lot of stuff. But what I do want to say is it's crazy that I was not supposed to be in her class. Like I was supposed to be in the previous class before class 2207, supposed to be in class 2206, and the day of training where I was headed to the airport, supposed to fly out to Denver, my flight was canceled, and I was pissed. I didn't understand like why that was happening. I didn't want to stay home for a whole nother month. Like I'm sitting here with my bags packed. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start this journey. But it makes sense now. Yeah. I had to get pushed to the next class to meet her. Yeah. I would have met her if not to say I wouldn't have met her, but you know, I probably would have stayed Orlando based because I would have been there with the majority of my class. Yeah. Versus the majority of this class is Atlanta based. So yeah, I feel like that was worth mentioning. But everything else, I feel like I kind of cut in and said what I wanted to say while you were telling the story as far as how we met. So yeah. That's pretty much it. That's the story how we met, y'all. And she stuck with me forever. Like this. Forever. My girl, my girl, my girl. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's pretty much how you and your kid. That's pretty much our how we met video. If you want to see more of us, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. And leave some ideas and stuff down below on what y'all want to see from us next. If you want to see a part 2. We actually got another video coming, but that we already know what we're doing. But if you want to see part 2 on how we ended up together in a relationship, yeah, we'll do that for you guys. So let us know, and we will see you guys next time. Bye. Say bye, Simba. Say bye. Say bye. You'll see more of his badass too.